Did you know that your everyday driving habits could be quietly draining your wallet and shaving years off your engine's life? Yep, even those little things you think don't matter can lead to costly repairs and wasted fuel. In this video, we're uncovering 10 horrible driving habits that could be ruining your engine without you even realizing it. Stick around, because avoiding these mistakes could save you thousands in the long run and keep your car running like a dream. Let's dive in. Number 1. Not changing oil on time. Motor oil is crucial for engines as it lubricates the moving parts of your engine, reduces friction, and helps keep the engine cool by carrying away heat. But as time goes on, oil breaks down, collects dirt, debris, and other contaminants, losing its ability to protect the engine. When this happens, the oil turns into sludge, clogging vital passages and causing excessive wear on critical components like pistons, crankshafts, and valves. As the oil degrades, your engine starts working harder to function, which leads to overheating. Overheated engines can cause metal parts to warp, seals to fail, and eventually total engine failure. Even worse, if the oil becomes too dirty, it can lead to complete oil starvation in some areas, leaving them unprotected and grinding themselves to pieces. It could result in repairs like replacing worn-out pistons, or fixing a seized engine can easily run into the thousands. In extreme cases, the damage might be so severe that you'll need a new engine altogether. All of this could have been avoided with a simple, regular oil change that costs a fraction of the repair bill. Number 2. Ignoring warning light. Ignoring a warning light is like ignoring a smoke alarm. It's a clear signal that something's wrong, and the longer you wait, the worse it gets. Those little lights on your dashboard aren't there for decoration. They're your car's way of telling you there's a problem that needs attention. For example, the check engine light can mean anything from a loose gas cap to serious issues like a failing oxygen sensor or a catalytic converter on the verge of breaking down. When you ignore these warnings, you are allowing small, fixable problems to escalate into major repairs. Ignoring these warnings doesn't just cost you money in repairs, it can compromise your safety. Brake system warnings could mean failing brake pads or fluid leaks, putting you at risk of an accident. So, when that little light pops up, don't procrastinate. Check your owner's manual, get your car inspected, and address the issue immediately. It's a small inconvenience that can save you from massive headaches and bills down the road. Number 3. Revving a cold engine. When your car has been sitting for hours, especially overnight, most of the oil settles back into the oil pan. Upon starting, it takes a few moments for the oil pump to circulate the oil and properly lubricate the engine's moving parts. Revving the engine during this critical phase causes these components, like pistons and bearings, to rub against each other with insufficient lubrication, leading to excessive wear and tear. On top of that, a cold engine isn't at its optimal temperature yet. Revving forces it to operate at high RPMs before the metal components have properly expanded and the oil has reached its ideal viscosity. This can cause thermal stress and even small cracks over time, especially in older engines or during freezing temperatures. Not only does this bad habit accelerate engine wear, but it can also damage components like the crankshaft or valve train, potentially leading to costly repairs. To avoid this issue, always let your engine idle for a minute or two after starting, allowing the oil to circulate and the engine to warm up gradually. Treat your engine gently in those first few minutes. It'll reward you with a longer lifespan and fewer repair bills. Number 4. Overloading car. Overloading your car might seem harmless, but it's a habit that can silently wreak havoc on your vehicle. Every car has a specific weight limit, called the gross vehicle weight rating, which includes the weight of the car itself, passengers, and cargo. When you exceed this limit, you're putting enormous strain on your engine, suspension, brakes, and tires. The engine has to work much harder to move the extra weight, leading to overheating and faster wear on critical components like the transmission and drivetrain. Overloaded vehicles also burn more fuel, reducing efficiency and increasing emissions. Tires, designed to handle a specific load, can wear unevenly, overheat, or even blow out under the stress, creating a serious safety risk. The suspension system isn't spared either. Excess weight can cause springs to sag and shock absorbers to fail prematurely, which not only affects your car's handling, but also makes every bump feel harsher. Overloading can even stress your brakes. making it harder to stop quickly and safely, increasing the risk of accidents. To avoid these issues, always check your car's weight limits in the owner's manual or on the driver's side door sticker. Pack smart, distribute the weight evenly, and leave unnecessary items behind. Keeping your load within limits protects your car, saves on repairs, and ensures a safer, smoother ride for everyone. Number 5. Accelerating too fast. Slamming on the gas pedal might feel exciting, but it's one of the quickest ways to put unnecessary strain on your engine. Rapid acceleration forces the engine to work at maximum capacity, burning fuel inefficiently and creating excessive heat. This heat can damage components like the pistons, cylinders, and gaskets over time, especially if it becomes a regular habit. The drivetrain and transmission take a hit too. Sudden bursts of power place stress on gears and shafts, leading to premature wear and even costly transmission failures. Tires aren't safe either. Hard acceleration can cause uneven tread wear, reduce their lifespan, and increase the risk of losing traction on slippery roads. Frequent fast starts also guzzle fuel, killing the car's efficiency and leaving you with more trips to the gas station. And let's not forget the environmental impact. Excessive acceleration increases harmful emissions, making your driving less eco-friendly. To keep your car in good shape, accelerate smoothly and steadily. It's easier on your engine, transmission, and tires, and it saves you money on fuel and repairs. Number 6. Making multiple short trips. Modern engines are designed to perform best when they reach their optimal operating temperature, but short trips often don't allow the engine to fully warm up. This means the oil, which provides crucial lubrication, stays thick and doesn't circulate as efficiently, leaving engine components more vulnerable to wear. However, cold starts during short trips cause the engine to burn fuel less efficiently, leading to increased carbon deposits in the cylinders, spark plugs, and exhaust system. Over time, this buildup can reduce the engine's performance, lower fuel economy, and even cause misfires. The battery also suffers as it doesn't have enough time to recharge fully between starts, potentially leading to premature failure. Short trips are also tough on the exhaust system. When the engine doesn't warm up enough, condensation inside the exhaust can accumulate and lead to rust or corrosion, especially in humid or cold climates. To mitigate these effects, try combining errands into a single longer trip whenever possible, or consider walking or biking for very short distances. If you must make short trips regularly, keep up with maintenance like oil changes and checkups to ensure your car stays in top shape. Number 7. Not letting turbocharger cool down. A turbocharger operates at incredibly high speeds and temperatures, often exceeding 1000 degrees Fahrenheit. When you turn off the engine immediately after driving, especially at high speeds or under heavy loads, the oil inside the turbocharger stops circulating. This can lead to a condition called oil coking, where the oil burns and forms hard, damaging deposits. These deposits can clog vital oil passages, starving the turbocharger of lubrication the next time you drive. Without proper lubrication, the turbo's bearings and other components wear out quickly, leading to reduced efficiency or total failure. Replacing a turbocharger isn't cheap. It can cost thousands of dollars depending on your car model. To prevent this, always let your engine idle for a minute or two after a demanding drive to allow the turbocharger to cool down and the oil to circulate properly. Many modern cars with turbochargers have turbo timer systems or cooling systems designed to handle this, but it's still a good habit to adopt. Number 8. Consistently hitting the rev limiter. Pushing your car to the rev limiter regularly might sound thrilling, but it's a destructive habit that can take a serious toll on your engine. The rev limiter is designed as a safety feature to prevent the engine from exceeding its maximum RPM, but it doesn't mean your engine is invincible. When you consistently hit the limiter, you're pushing your engine to its absolute limit, increasing wear and tear on critical components. High RPMs cause extreme stress on parts like pistons, connecting rods, and the crankshaft. The faster these components move, the more heat and friction they generate, which can lead to overheating, warping, or even catastrophic failure. Valve floats where the valves can't close fast enough can also occur, potentially causing them to collide with the pistons. That's a fast track to a blown engine. The drivetrain and transmission also take a beating, as the rapid shifts and high stress on the gears can lead to premature wear and failure. It can also affect your fuel efficiency plummets when you drive at such high RPMs, wasting gas and costing you more at the pump. Instead of riding the limiter, drive smoothly and shift gears before reaching redline. This will prolong your engine's life. Number 9. Ignoring smells and sounds. Every car has its own way of communicating, and strange smells or unusual sounds are like its check-in signals. Ignoring these warning signs can turn minor issues into major, costly repairs. A burning smell might indicate overheated brakes, slipping belts, or even an electrical short. A rotten egg smell often signals problems with the catalytic converter or fuel system. These aren't just nuisances, they're red flags that something critical could fail soon. Unusual sounds are just as important. A squealing noise could mean worn brake pads, while a knocking or tapping from the engine might indicate low oil pressure or damaged components. Rattling under the car could signal a loose exhaust part or suspension issue. Ignoring these noises allows the problem to worsen, potentially leading to catastrophic failures like a seized engine or broken suspension. The key is to act quickly. As soon as you notice an odd smell or sound, investigate or take your car to a mechanic. Catching these issues early can save you money and keep you safe on the road. Number 10. Engine braking excessively. Using engine braking too often, especially in situations where it's unnecessary, can put extra stress on a vehicle's components and lead to premature wear. Engine braking occurs when you downshift or let off the accelerator, allowing the engine's resistance to slow the car down instead of relying on the brakes. While it's a useful technique in certain scenarios, such as descending steep hills, overusing it can cause long-term damage. Excessive engine braking increases the wear on the drivetrain, including the transmission and clutch in manual vehicles. The abrupt changes in engine RPMs can strain internal components, leading to faster wear on parts like the timing chain or belts. In vehicles with turbochargers, frequent engine braking can also lead to additional stress on the turbo system, as it repeatedly adjusts to sudden changes in airflow and pressure. It's also less effective than using your brakes in most driving conditions. Modern braking systems are designed to handle the stress of slowing down efficiently, and brake pads are relatively inexpensive to replace compared to a damaged transmission or clutch. To use engine braking properly, reserve it for steep inclines or situations where you need controlled, gradual deceleration. For everyday driving, rely on your brakes. They're built for the job. These are the 10 bad habits that might seem harmless at first, but they can wreak havoc on your car's engine over time. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could use these tips. Drop a comment below with your thoughts or other driving habits you think people should avoid.